Morning, everyone. I wanted to ask you, are you someone who values things that last? Do you plan ahead? Are you the person who goes to Tesco's and buys the massive washing powder box, 120 washes? Or do you, say to yourself, oh, I'll get the kilogram box of crunchy nut cornflakes today? Well, the Bible, it doesn't tell us how many crunchy nut cornflakes we should eat, which is probably good. But it does say that stuff that lasts is good. Things that last a long time are valuable. Now, I've been reading through Hebrews this last week or so. Let me read you a couple of verses. It's from chapter 1, verses 10 to 12. And this is God talking, and he's quoting himself, talking about Jesus. That's God. God also says, "In the beginning, Lord, you laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you remain. They will all wear out like a garment. You will roll them up like a robe. Like a garment, they will be changed. But you remain the same, and your years will never end." Now, I wanted to show you a couple of things, and I wonder how long you think they'll last. So let me see what I've got. I've got some chocolate here, and to be honest, I'd say its lifetime is limited. Half of it is gone already. I've got a plant, which actually is already surviving longer than I thought it would, especially seeing as I got it as a gift through my letterbox in the post from someone. It's still green, it's looking a bit dodgy there, but that's still going. What else have I got? Ooh, my sock. See, I reckon this will last longer than the plant, but actually, I still think its lifetime is limited. In a year or two, it'll get holes in the toes and the heel, and then it'll be no good because I can't darn things. And that's what God says. This is verse 11 again. He says, "They will perish, but you remain. They will all wear out like a garment." And the word "they" in that verse, well, he's talking about the heavens and the earth. They is the heavens and the earth. The heavens and the earth will wear out. He's saying actually the world is going to wear out. And when we think about it for a moment, maybe we can see ways that is happening already. And actually, as we reflect on our life, and I think it's fair to say that stuff really doesn't last forever. So chocolate, certainly not, but bigger things as well. So the house that we put our time and money into will eventually, it will get cracks, it will wear out, it will need repairs or repainting. Our dream job that we work towards, and actually one day it will fade. And even if we make it to retirement, we'll still have to give it to someone else and hand it over to somebody we don't know. Or our kids will grow up and leave home maybe far quicker than we realised or wanted in the end. Our health can wear out sometimes, or sometimes relationships just don't last like we'd want them to. Well, God says that the world, the heavens and the earth will wear out and perish one day. But one thing remains. In fact, one thing predates the heavens and the earth. That's verse 10. "In the beginning, Lord, you laid the foundations of the earth. They will perish, but you remain." And as Christians, this is the thing that we are placing our hope in. You can read about what Jesus says in the 4 Gospels. He said, "My kingdom is not of this world." He came here 2,000 years ago to gather up his people. And he told us that he's building another kingdom, one that will not perish or spoil. And it is this person that we are putting our trust in, that we put our trust in as Christians. You see, the king of this kingdom is Jesus, and he remains the same. His years will never end. He won't wear out like an overused item of clothing, like an old sock. He won't ever get tired. He doesn't need repairs ever. There's no one in the world, in the heavens or the earth, like him at all. And in a time when all sorts is changing, we're not allowed outside, our jobs are strange, schools are closed, big and little changes are happening. I hope that it is a comfort to remember that the God who has always existed, who was there before the heavens and the earth, and he will outlast them as well. He will never change, and it is into his kingdom that one day we will be living. You remain the same, and your years will never end. Let me say a prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you that this is a real comfort to us, that as we look around the world and see how things are fragile, we give you praise that your Son predated the heavens and the earth, that they were made by his hands, and that one day he is making a new kingdom that we can be part of, that will never spoil or perish. Amen.